Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. A book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, Create Space. Link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Promoting the Exceptions. As far as black people, right? A lot of times we have a thing about where if we talking about the community in totality, we're promoting our exceptions, and the exception is not the rule. Now, with certain things, as far as trying to put our best foot forward as a people by putting our talented tenth up for the world to see and say, yeah, this is an image of us, I absolutely understand it. When it comes to promoting the exceptions, when we're talking about things that have nothing to do with promoting our best image to the world, but more have to do with our interpersonal relationships, I don't. You know, and the reason I say I don't is because, you know, our we like the our entertainers and athletes don't really have a place in the way that we deal with each other, person to person. You know, um, how they live their lives does not affect our lives financially per se. You know, should they be invested in the community and helping build a business? I get that part, but just because a person has $1 million over here doesn't mean the person who has 3750 should vicariously live through that $1 million person. You know, that's not gonna work. You could say this person exists, and they may have come from similar um, upbringing than I have, so I can achieve this also. But if you say this person is successful and that's good enough for me, that's not gonna cut it. You know, same thing when we talk about the relationship aspect. These are the 100 exceptions to the rule of, I guess, everything people are looking for rolled up into one particular person. So how they approach their relationships is a microcosm of how we all approach each other, which I don't think that's true. I think who those people choose is on those people. You're not if you pick somebody because you're trying to emulate them and imitate them, that's more of a you issue. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce got married, and we need to be a power couple like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, shut up. That involves y'all doing exceptional things separately and building yourselves up separately and being worldwide moguls separately and then coming together. Like, just because you feeling yourself and this person's feeling themselves, that and now we feeling ourselves together. That don't equate to a there, or just as diverse with all the exceptions that we promote every exception, not just the one that we like. Um, Same thing with in similar ways um, when it's promoting superficial things like good looks. You know, everybody has to fit a particular mold. Even though variety is the spice of life, it's like it's a certain body type, it's a certain style, it's a certain. I mean, people may gravitate to a certain complexion, but to promote one over the other. But as guys, you're not gonna see a tall, skinny guy promoted as the same with the muscular guy, or um, a smaller guy, shorter, and who weighs less. Even if all three different guys are exceptions to the rule as far as good looking, they're in the good looking class, but they have to be a specific thing. This is sometimes what the women complain about. You only want to see a specific thing, so you promote these good looking exceptions and not the rest. So I think, and for future reference, you gotta promote. Um, you gotta be better at promoting the exceptions to the rule, because for some odd reason you got to be LeBron James to be considered an exception, or Steph Curry or something, and that's not. There are plenty other type of exceptions. Yeah.